So let's kind of get started on what we were talking about. So again, thank you everyone for joining us here on this Thursday. My name is Trent Foreman. This is my counterpart, Naimish Patel, who's been with OnPrintShop since the day before it was all created. We're going to talk to you today about reimagining print and things to do, how to tap into AI, tap into automation. And we're going to talk about some emerging markets, where to really want to start to put your efforts going into 2025 and then even into 2026. We've had a really good year so far. We're having a lot of conversations about how do I expand? What am I looking for? And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So we're talking about a little bit of the state of the current industry. We're going to talk about using print automation and AI in web to print. So how can it make your world a little bit easier? We'll throw in, and Naimish is really going to talk about some of the game-changing enhancements that we have coming that just came out last month in version 12.1. So we talked about it. Andy and our team, his team of developers, and I want to talk about his team of developers, have really put a lot of thought into what we do in our enhancements. And it's only going to get bigger and better coming in 25 and 26. We've got new enhancements in the die cut sticker range. We're going to show you this new die cut sticker functionality that you've heard so much about, talking about textiles, talking about documents, the visual document builder using AI to visualize what you've got going on, and then how to leverage these tools to boost your profits, boost your revenue generation, because that is what people are concerned about. So if we talk about streamlining success with workflow automation, and what's going on, I love these numbers. And we're big supporters of NAPCO. That's the Printing United Alliance. We always love to go to the NAPCO breakfast. If you're heading to Printing United in the fall, you need to make sure you go to the NAPCO breakfast because they're going to talk about all this wonderful research. So 78% of printers that are out there reporting maintaining profitability is a key challenge. I had the good fortune to talk to some of our partners, our integration partners and our industry partners at a conference back in March where they took a look at the last 20 years of documents and just data that's out there in print and profitability and revenue. And it's showing that, while revenue is increasing, profitability is still a challenge because labor prices have gone up, the cost of doing business. I mean, we all saw paper prices in the US. It looked like gas prices, weekly basis. They were just going up and down, up and down, up and down. So trying to maintain that profitability margin is a challenge. And at the same time, automating those workflows, everybody's looking at, how do we overcome that? And I think a lot of that is just trying to streamline what we have and what we've going on, because we really have to go after, in the sense of it, we still have to go after capturing all of that new revenue. And why do we do that? Because omni-channel solutions are important to our customers. I've got a presentation, and for those of you that would love for me to be able to talk with you more about this, I absolutely will. But I did a presentation many, many years ago where we talked about the number of messages that hit your peripheral on a daily basis is outstanding. And I promise you, from 10 years ago to now, I mean, if you've got kids, you should know how much TikTok and Snapchat and social media and Instagram, the messaging that's out there, it just overwhelms you. So in our communication environment today, we move across all these different channels. We talk about in person, we talk about online, we talk about, beyond all of that, but 50%, this is the number that I really like. 50% of business consumers, customers engage with 3 to 5 channels each time they make a purchase. And that doesn't mean they're calling you to ask you what a price is. That doesn't mean that they are hitting your website and clicking request more information. No. They're looking across the board. If they're wanting to order a banner, they've already looked at 3 to 5 places to try to order that banner. And if they get that instant gratification, they're going to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight the omni-channel opportunities and why these services are really, really critical in our print service providers, because the priority, productivity, being able to get what they need, strengthening core services, we want to talk about what are the priorities coming into this next year. So as you're thinking about that omni-channel approach, You need to figure out how to be able to streamline all of that. So obviously, marketing is a huge priority for 25 going into 26, because again, you've got to get your message out there. You need to make sure you're doing your SEO, you're doing your social media campaigning, you could be doing direct mail, which is still, believe it or not, a big thing. So trying to capture those higher value added, more profitable sales areas, that is why you need a tool like what we're going to be able to talk about in doing all of this. So we want to go back to that scary 2-letter word of AI application, AI usage. Ask yourself this question: what is true? And I think you want to see, how the numbers are starting to move up. So in roughly a 6-month time frame, so from September 2023 into March of 24, and I can't wait to see what Namco comes up with, and we see this fall. Who's using AI applications? Everybody raise your hand. I am. I'm learning more and more every day. So I love the 10%, a little over 10% bump of customers that are utilizing AI application. Yeah, I'll tell you, how are you using it? Are you using it for sales? Are you using it for productivity? Are you using it for data analyzation? How are you using, the number, what I think is interesting, the purple number. So that purple number of we do not expect to be utilizing AI within the next year, people are changing their minds. That number's going down. More and more are coming into using it. What I think is interesting is there's still that 26%. What that number stays the same of, I'm not using it, but I plan to. Well, if you're planning to, it's time to actually start utilizing that and get into that blue category and stay out of the purple category, because it's not a very scary word. And that's why when we get into OnPrintShop's 12.1, we're talking about AI. We're talking about allowing it to utilize the technology that's out there to help super serve your customers. And let's just start this conversation with the fact that, don't look at this. And Naimish, I know you're going to jump in here. It really shows how all this plays out. But don't think, oh, I don't do stickers. This is not for me. Oh, I don't do a pattern generator. I don't do step and repeat banners. I don't do wallpaper or gift wrap. Don't think about it like that. In today's world of connectivity, in today's world of working with your outsourced vendors, we have a great customer in FireSprint that is a wide format trade printer. Just because you can't produce it right there in house, you're in the world today, again, omni-channel sales. You need to be able to offer it to your customers. And so that's why we want to give you a real nice and easy way for you to be able to, present this to your customers. So Naimish, I'm going to let you take over from here and go through what you're looking at. There you go. It's all you.
Good. So thanks a lot, everyone. And apologies once again for the glitch. We are also getting a lot of messages from a lot of attendees, a lot of registrations, people that they're not able to log in, but we will also record this session and send to everyone. So again, apologies, because we were very excited for this, as Trent mentioned. So in the OnPrintShop V12.1, there are two major aspects. One is an AI, what Trent was explaining, and second is our commitment to help print companies to grow into multiple print segments, because one of the research on NAPCO and one of the trend in the industry is divergence. So diversifying the products, because now customers are looking for not just a print company, but rather than a complete solution provider. So they're not just looking at, okay, I want a business card or a brochure, but they want a turnkey partner who can offer them anything what they need, from print to promo to whatever products. So as a corporate customers also, they don't want to work with multiple print vendors. That, okay, if you need this product, go to vendor one. If you need this product, go to vendor two. Instead of that, they would like to work with a print company who can offer them a complete turnkey solutions for their marketing and printing needs. So the first focus of OnPrintShop version 12 means we initiated AI already in the version 12, version 11, but now we are further enhancing. And we also have a good roadmap. It's not like we are saying that, okay, we have incorporated AI in all the stages of OnPrintShop, but we are taking step forward. So a lot of AI we already incorporated in OnPrintShop, which customers are utilizing already who are OnPrintShop users. And we also have a good roadmap for our future versions. We'll be utilizing AI more in terms of in order to reduce uh, the repetitive work. So this is a quick summary what we have added in AI, like auto language translation, top trending products, image background removal, image enhancements, image generation, and content generation within AI. So just to give you a quick overview how this functions works. Now, for example, if you really see like an AI is helping an end user, also it is helping to a print company. So one of the challenge what we have found with print companies, like they really like web to print. They say, okay, web to print, we can do our products, do setup for our customers. But then one of the challenges is like how to write a content, because if you really want to create a professional retail presence, you also have to write a lot of content for your products. You might have to start writing blogs. You might have to start writing your descriptions. And there is like either you need a professional content manager, or as a key people or owners, you just have to start writing a content. You have to become a content manager. So in that case, what we've added, first of all, in the backend itself, anywhere, whether you have a product descriptions, where, and this was already added in the previous version as well. So any product when you are creating in the backend itself, you have a description. Now, if I want to write the description of this business card, I can just hit an AI and give a prompt that please share short description for a business card, and whatever the better prompt you give, the better results you will get from an AI. And then you can utilize your AI chat GPT or a Google Gemini account. So when you configure an OnPrintShop in third party, you put their credentials and it will start working. Even along with the content, we also incorporated the image generation. So chat GPT has a version DALI, which is utilized for image generations, but that is more like a paid versions. But even with free versions, you can obviously create an impactful content. Same thing is available at the content management. Assume that you're writing a blog and you want to prompt an AI that help me with content. For example, if I say, okay, I want to write a blog for the small businesses, why they need a professional print provider for all that day-to-day print needs. Target is North America clients, add some stats and write in 100 words with bullet points. That's it. And then if I hit generate, at least it will start generating that content and will help me to look at how this could be. And now this is like, you can see it's already created something, and then I can start formatting, I can edit it, and I can give the better prompts, and then it will give. Sorry, I just put 100 words. That's why it shows me so small. I was just wondering like why it is just such a small paragraph, but I should create, means the better prompt, as I mentioned, if you give them a better prompt, the better results you will get. And now we've extended the same thing for end customers as well. So now what happens in the end customer view also, like they have a designing facility. So if I'm writing a content, I can prompt an AI assistant. And this is more easy for product like brochure. So assume that in a brochure, I have to write an impactful content. And there also end customers are also struggling how to write a content for a lorem ipsum big paragraph. So there they can prompt an AI. But in that case, here we also incorporated a language translation. I mean, many solutions or many other platforms, you have to create multiple templates for multiple language. So if you have a target audience of English, you create all the templates in English versions. And now the same template, if you want to offer to a Spanish speaking customer or a French speaking customer, like in Quebec in Canada, or like Spanish speaking audience in California, for example, you have to create all the set of template in Spanish. But now with one set of template in English, I can, for example, select a particular text. So now you just have to create all the templates in English. And customer will say that, okay, I want to translate this everything in Spanish. And that template which you have created in English, AI will help them translate everything. So this will save a huge time because now customer is just selecting. You also have to create only one template in one language, in whatever parent language you have the store in, and then users are able to enable. And this is like, it's already enabled for a customer. So any product, it could be a brochure, business card, that AI would help. Then there is a top trending product. So in OnPrintShop, for example, one option is like you can create a lot of CMS sections and display like which are your top seller products. And if we enable AI, AI will identify depending on the sales, and then it will start changing. This will become dynamically. So assume that in a given month, one of the product sales is very high, and it will dynamically display in your storefronts. You can enable that feature from the backend, like AI top selling products, or you can also do manually as well. That okay, you want to just display some specific products. Then there is an image background, image enhancements, image generation, and content generations. Content generation you already seen, but now a lot of time what was happening when people have images. So one, they have an images, but then they want to remove the background. And before, like we added this tool free, to be honest. But before that, people had to purchase third-party plugins like image editors. They have to install third-party plugins in OnPrintShop, and then they were able to give this feature like remove background or image enhancements. And that was a big charge. So you have to pay to that third-party provider, put that plugin, and then every time users are doing this, for example, removing the background, or if users are doing, for example, image enhancements, the API would make a call to that, for example, the API, and then you get charged. But now it is free. So we have designed our own AI to remove the background to enhance the image. So without any cost, you can offer these services to your end client. So end client is coming to the system, uploading an image. They want to enhance the image. They want to remove the background. Everything is done, for example, with an AI. And there is also a new feature like converting into a vector. So that is also like one of the feature which we have developed, which I'll also cover in the next. And here also like they have an option of generating a text. If they want to generate a text with an AI or write a paragraph, they can use the translation as well. So, and the backend plus front end, the AI is giving like, for example, an option to automate certain part of the storefront content setup and storefront language setup. Apart from that, like OnPrintShop AI automations, the version 12.1 also has a lot of new enhancements. Like if you talk about OnPrintShop, then there is a storefront, there is a designer studio, and there is a backend. So we have also segregated features depending on that category. So we can give you a quick idea that, okay, what new features we have in the storefront. But these are not enough. We have just taken some of the popular which we feel, but then as an OnPrintShop client, you should really get well versed of this particular URL, which is docs.onprintshop.com. You might be aware on it, or you may not be aware, but if you are OnPrintShop customers, or if you're considering OnPrintShop, you should go into this URL, which is open for everyone. And there we have a latest releases. So version 12.1, if somebody wants to, for example, read in detail, we have given each and every feature along with the screenshots and proper instructions. And not only version 12.1, to be honest, all the major versions are here. So for example, if you see our journey as an OnPrintShop, we are one of the fastest to upgrade the platform. So many of the features we've been upgrading, all the details are here. So assume that what happened in version 12 in 2023, how many versions we released, version 11, version 10.1. And if you say, okay, these features look interesting, and that, for example, you can follow in the doc portal. So each feature are explained with the screenshot. So coming back here, like in online storefront, we have added some extra features. So better checkout experience, BOGO buy X, get Y free. So now, especially this is very popular in standard e-commerce, but now I guess it is also getting popular in the print. So you buy something and you get something as a free. So now in discount and coupon module, you can also generate a new type of coupon, which is like BOGO, buy one, get one, buy X, get X. So I already created one offer. So normally assume that you want to do some promotions that, okay, if you buy this product X, you can create a condition. So I have created an option like if somebody buys these mugs, cups, coolers, these are more like a promo item, then this valid is like if they buy 20 quantity, we'll offer them 5 quantity So if they buy 20, they get 5 free, and max they can get 20. So if they add maybe 100, so they get 20. But if they add more, but still, even if it is buy get one X, buy X, get X, the maximum quantity is there at 100% discount. So they don't have to pay anything. If you say no, you are going to like if they buy 10, for example, give them next 10 at, for example, this could be 100, but here I want to give them a 50% discount. And these offers are now displayed at the checkout as well. So now I have added one item on the checkout. So let me log in one of my user. So before it, like you might have to display those offers in the banner. But now people have read something in the banner. When they go at the checkout, they always forget what was the coupon code. So you don't go in like again in the homepage and say, oh, what was that coupon code? But here, now system will automatically show them all the coupons which are applicable. It says like promo 5 and order about, for example, the offer which we created plus new user discounts which we have created, wide format discounts. So depending on the number of item I have added in my checkout, it is showing me all possible coupons and what other coupons I have. It also shows like there is one coupon, but it is not, for example, applicable for this particular card. Then one of the most interesting feature people appreciate in OnPrintShop is premium single user. And I'll talk about what is a new feature now, user collaborations. But what is a premium single user? Like as a print shop, you might have multiple types of customer. One could be a retail. So retail is normally like somebody goes on your site, see the price, pay for it, job is done. But then you also have some corporate customers. And I'm saying these corporate customers are not like enterprise customer who have multi-users and multi-locations. They are small corporate customers, maybe 10 people company, 15 people company, local business who knows you. So either owners order with you, or maybe a marketing managers or key people orders with you. So you don't need to give them a private portal, because every small organizations, if you start managing private portal, then it is too much. So what you can do in system, you can group the customers and you can give them some extra features. Like assume that this is a 33.33, which is the price for the retail. But if I log in as one of the premium user, which you can identify from the backend, and because it's a premium user, we can group them that, okay, these premium users are part of the silver group. So they get maybe 10% off. If they're part of gold, they get 15% off, whatever. And then because they are premium customer, they get a discount. And it's not only that, okay, this is a flat discount across all the product and categories. You can change that, okay, commercial, they only get 10%, wide format, 15%, promo products, maybe 5%. And depending on the level, the discount would be applied. Second, we can offer them a pay on account. So pay on account is like they don't have to pay online because they are our premium clients. Plus, because it's a B2B customer for us, we can also save some exclusive designs. So it's pretty much like a B2B private portal, but then they are part of the retail store, which is our common or a public store, but they have some private space. So their business card is stored, their brochure is stored. So you know that, okay, this B2B is a small company. They always buy the same business card, same brochure. Brochure is a fixed file. They can just purchase as it is. Or if it is a, for example, product like, for example, a business card, then you can also set up a PDF block template, which you set up for the B2B. Similar, you can also set up for that individual customer as well. So if they want to order that business card, it's a PDF template. The another version which I was showing you earlier was a retail designer studio. So which is like a complete canvas. They have a full control. So similar to Canva or a Vistaprint experience, they have a full control over the template. They can add text, remove text, add image, and do a lot of other stuff. Here it is more like a locked PDF template. And if you're an OnPrintShop user, you already know like what we are talking about. Now what we have done next. So like we used to get a request that, for example, me and Trent are in the same company. I also have so many other people. So for a small company, they might say, okay, Trent and Naimish are maybe the top level guys, and there are 3 more people. So they want to collaborate with each other. So here, assume that there is a Trent as a user, which is already registered. So we can, for example, associate all the users with a company name. So anywhere, if I type RadixWeb, so Trent is part of RadixWeb. The company name can be unique. Even in my, for example, in Naimish, one of my website customer, this is I'm logged in the backend. Here also I have selected company name as Reading, and then it says like select customer whom you want to see the order. So I can see the orders of all my group people. So I can see what Trent has ordered, what everybody who is part of Reimagine, I can see here. And because
I
it's
do
a
that.
premium
And
customer,
hey,
sorry,
I'm going to interrupt you and jump in here because this is a great conversation.
yeah,
And this goes into the age old question of when do you create the B2B for that customer? So if we're both part of Radix Web,
very good question.
at what point do I spend the time, energy, effort, and the ability to spin up a corporate portal? Because Trent and Naimish, they're the ones that order everything, but they order their business cards, they order a company brochure, and they only need to order 1 or 2 items a month. Is it warranted for a B2B? Well, now, and this is pretty unique against a
Nobody has
lot of
this
what's
feature
out
right
there.
now.
Yeah, this is very unique because now you can continue to market your site, your main retail site. And so Trent and Naimish can come in and if let's say if Raul, who's also a part of this, a part of our team is on, if Raul is also ordering. So Naimish is with marketing, I'm with HR, and Raul's with sales, and we need to be able to get the same products for our company. Now we can treat all three of you as so when we start talking about small B2B, or micro B2B, or single user B2Bs. Now we
Yeah,
can still utilize our main website with all the other features and services we have.
yeah,
And we can now create them all together and start to grow them because we do want to eventually get them into a B2B scenario, into that private portal. But you don't have to go spin up one B2B portal for 1 or 2 customers that order only one business card. And you don't have to waste your spot on a B2B from one customer that's only going to order 1 or 2 times a month, but you still want to let them give the same capability. So I think this is one of the best new features that we've added in version 12.1. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I know this is what people are
absolutely.
thinking about when they're out there.
No, thanks a lot for adding this because it's a very important aspect which you have shared. And that is the reason, see, OnPrintShop core focus is helping SMB print businesses. Even yes, we have a lot of big customers, commercial printers of using the platform for B2B customers. But when we talk about SMB segment, it's not like they would have all the B2B as an enterprise. So they are serving more local businesses, small customers like them. And for them, they are they have the relations, only 1 or 2 people orders. Now, as you mentioned, for 1 or 2 people, building up a complete private portal doesn't make sense. And in the private portal, what happens? Their product visibility becomes limited. So assume that you say, okay, what will you order? And I would say, okay, just business card and brochure. So I said you before 6 months, you created a store. Now I only order business card brochure, business card brochures. But now I have also grown as a business. If I am your maybe small corporate, but I don't see any other products which you guys have expanded. So because I stay in that limited private portal. But now because as a small business I'm here, you have given me some space, my exclusive designs here, but I can still order a lot of other stuff. I can see, wow, you guys are also into packaging now. Oh, wow, you guys also do promo products now. And they can ask you that, okay, why don't you set me some promo products for me, for example? So there are 2 ways, as you mentioned, if they are multi-users, if they need approval process, if they have multiple locations, if the product requirement is very, very less, they don't want to get confused in your public portal, then you create a private portal. But for all small users, you should give them this account because they feel some premiumness, and then they also see a lot of other products which you guys do. Plus, because they're getting discount, they become. And then second, the single user B2B is very useful for wholesale printing printers because they have resellers. Now resellers just come in and push the jobs, but they want to give them a wholesale price. So now many customers in the past used to create 2 storefront. One is retail, one is wholesale. Still you can do it. But now it's again management of 2 different public portals rather than you can combine in all of them. So that's what you mentioned. Plus these are some concepts utilizing. And if you have some use cases, you can even connect to us and we can help you, which is the better, single user B2B or a complete private B2B portals. Then there are custom forms, extra fields in Google Shopping feed, and B2B product wise setting. So in this case, it's you can also create a lot of custom forms. Custom form is to collect some customer data, and then we have connected SMS. It's a small feature, but again useful. Now custom form can be created and have, for example, an SMS alert as well, so you can configure that. And if you want to know more, you can also connect to our team. And for example, Google and Facebook now, Google people are also putting a lot of products. So we have added some more data which you can combine in the Google feed, even the Facebook feed. So what happens? Whatever products you are creating, the whole data can be fed into Google and Facebook, and from directly only the exact version of that product can be displayed. Even if you say mug with this color, the same spot, for example, the color, everything can be passed. So customer will redirect to a specific landing page or a product and they can make a purchase. Before it was like a simple business card, everybody lands into a business card, but now you can create more combinations. So if you have a retail presence and if you really create an online marketing towards grabbing the customer, this is a very good feature. Now, B2B product. Now, Trent said, for example, when you create a B2B store. So B2B stores are like, for example, now Radix is a bigger organization. So rather than creating a premium single user, they have like, we have 800 employees. So 800 single users in our public portal doesn't make sense. So it's better to create a private portal. Now here is like you show them a very specific curated catalog and key items, a lot of other things. But now we have added 2 extra features which you can apply in case if customers need it. Like in the Radix, for example, we have some, like if I select, we have some key items and we have some ready to buy items. So in Radix, we have a rule that, okay, anybody joins in Radix, they get 1 t-shirt, they get a bottle, they get a bag, but you only get once. Okay, you lose your bag, you don't get it again. So here, now what we have done, assume that this is a product which we want like employees to order only once. Okay, so I can create a rule that, okay, this particular product, which is a Radix, for example, bag, I want to create some rules. So here it says like restrict customers to order a quantity. So restrict quantity per cart, enter quantity, restrict per cart. So I'm saying they can only order once a bag, and restrict order quantity per customer, enter quantity, restrict per customer is also 1. And we also created some recurring, because this is an example of a bag, but assume that some campaigns are recurring. Like every quarter, we had a customer who was a franchisee chain. So they create a campaign and every franchisee can order this campaign without any cost every once in a quarter. And again, if there is another quarter, they have to replenish the thing, and it is all manual. But here now we created a rule that every start from here and up to maybe 90 days, this product will be applicable. After, if they ordered once, within 90 days, they cannot order again. But after 90 days, it will be open again. So by this rule, you can apply some specific ordering rules for a specific product, and especially for corporate customers, when they have a lot of employees, when you're offering the joinee kits, like new joinee kit is like, if, as I mentioned in Radix, if somebody joins, we offer them a t-shirt. So maybe assume that HR person of Radix is ordering with you, this is this. And if HR person says now our all employees, everyone who joins Radix would have an access of this and they would order for themselves, then you don't want them to order 2 or 3 bags. And then HR calls you, oh, why did you allow like 2 bags to them? So it will create a rule, for example. Now, second is Designer Studio. Designer Studio also like AI-based translation, which I already showed you, AI image content, raster to vector conversions, and new image support, plus QR code styling. So now what happens is like, we already have a QR code generator, which I guess many of you would have seen. But here now, in the QR code generation, I can also have multiple versions of the QR code. So you can generate a QR code of like a lot of options, which was there. But in the styling now, I can choose the style and I can also choose the color, matching to my, for example, brand colors. And then I can choose a specific colors now. So now this is I have used to match maybe this. And then I can also choose a background color, whatever I need. So now this is a custom QR code, which I can choose. So this is one we have added. Second, like any image which customers are adding, for example, this image, we are also giving them an option to convert into vector. So from here itself, they can convert to a vector, and this will be generated, and this they can utilize also in the online design. So the vector image will be generated. And if I want to generate a higher quality version, I can also do it. But if I apply Now this image is already converted into a vector, and then they can submit the job, for example. Then in the admin panel and order management. So OnPrintShop has become more like an order management system rather than just an online system. So there are a lot of features we have added to enhance the order and backend features, because we want customers to manage their 100% orders in OnPrintShop. So they don't want, even as a business, you don't want to have two channels. Online, go here. If you come in shop, go here. If email, go somewhere else. So now customer is confused. I ordered once in email, once in walk-in, once in online store. Where are all my jobs? And you say, oh, sorry, whatever walk-ins orders we have, it's not online. So we have created some extra features to help you, automate those functionalities in the backend. So assume that you get a lot of walk-in customers and you already have a lot of orders which are into the system, and you know that, okay, the new customer who is here, he wants a very similar order what maybe Trent ordered earlier, and Trent is one of your customers. I can reorder, but I can reorder this for another customer. So there are some static items. This is a printed item, so you would not give Trent photo poster to anybody else, but assume that this is a very static item which you sell often. So I can duplicate this order to a new customer. So another customer is like, I can find a name, system will show you, or if you have a registered customer, it will show you the name, and then you can now copy the same order to another one. Same we have created with the code. So now assume that you already did a code, envelope bookmarks to one of the customer, which is Greg, and now another customer walks in or emails you that, okay, I want the same code. So you can do say, okay, no problem. You just duplicate that code to another customer and send them the options. Plus, when you create a code, we have also added advanced functionalities like estimation logics. So now you can create a complete configurable product. So whatever options you have created in your master options, formula based, you can utilize here. So that is more like becomes a complete customized estimation. So you can utilize that material. So these all options. Existing product is like, you see a list, custom product, you just type it. But this configurable product is like combination of all your options you have utilized. Select options, select material, and then size, and system will allow you to create a code. So I would say, like, for estimating a complex job, if you have all the options created, this will help you create an estimate. I would not say, again, it will calculate every machine and hours and labors and all, but whatever options are configured, if you put custom size, if customer is demanding something which is not available as a product, system will allow you to calculate an estimation. Then there is a reports order notification via WhatsApp, Apple Pay and Google Pay for ready to buy products. That is also a very interesting feature. If you want to enable any of this, you can also connect to our team. And basically, as this is we'll also send to this PPT for every registrations. And now let's talk about the 3 new product segment which you've added. So first one is a die cut sticker and label. Like, even we have a very interesting feature which we released even before this. I would like to also show you. I don't know everybody's utilizing that, but it's a very interesting feature. It is not marketed well, but let me show you. For example, product like stickers and labels. So our typical experience is like, you select a product like a business card, you select options, go to browse design, click, select a template, go to Designer Studio and go to a checkout. Versus if it is a product like labels, you don't want users to go a lot of steps. You can say, okay, select your size, quantity, whatever options you have. And next, it will give them a personalized option. So by default, one template would open up. In case if they want to select another one, they can. So you might have seen in many others websites, like if you have a very simple product, you don't want them to go into a Designer Studio and then go into a click. So directly on the next screen, we are giving them an option. And then here they can start typing and they can order it. Still, if this is no, I want to do something more, we also given them an option of advanced edit. Certain font options are here. But if they click on advanced edit, then they go to a Designer Studio. But again, if it is a very simple, small label stickers, I edit it, I just go to next, order is done without even going to that extra click or going into a lot of other design facilities. So I like this feature. Second is like products like name tags, because somebody says, okay, I want to design a name tag. So I put Naimish, for example, as a name on the name tag. But in OnPrintShop itself, we have 160 people. So as a business, I don't want to order just for me. So I may want to order for Trent, I may want to order for Rahul, I may want to order for Janvi. So next, especially for name tags or business card, this is a very interesting feature you can enable called mass template personalization. And now a user who is ordering one card, now we can say, okay, now I want to order for example, I just put some dummy names and for example, text. And then if I click on preview, system will also send a preview. Or if there are, I want maybe a lot of people, then I can also upload an Excel and system will allow them to order. And automatically the number of data I add, automatically that quantity would change. So if I selected maybe dynamic quantity as one, and then if I would, then everybody would have one name tag. If I say two, then everybody would have a two name tag. So 10 people into 220 will be updated and the cost will be applicable to the customer. Now, but the new feature, now we are coming back to the new feature is a die cut sticker. So in the die cut sticker, for example, customer are selecting a size, very similar experience. And in personalized next, we allow them to upload. Okay. So let me upload an image. I already uploaded, but let me upload it again so I can show you the process. So I'm uploading an image which was taken in, I guess, in Drupa. They created for example, similar banner with my image. But now I want to order this. So I can see, wow, it looks on the laptop, wow, in the bottle, and then wow, a girl is holding my image. But again, coming back is like if I remove the background, this is also an AI now. So AI will remove the background and will only create, for example, a specific part, which normally people would order in the label. And then now this is ready now. It's only a specific part. And we're also creating the die cut lines in the print ready file. So like these die cut lines will also come in the print ready file. If I say, okay, I only want cutout face, only the cutout face will be there. Or I say, okay, I want caricature, a funny way of like recently there was a trend, people were just creating caricature and putting like, how do I look, group pictures and also this is a caricature now. And then I can apply a border. And this is now included in your solutions without any cost. You can start offering this die cut sticker. And then I can say, okay, now I want to order how many seats. One sheet could have maybe 10 stickers. You can create those, for example, options and customer order it and pay for that. So this is a die cut sticker, which is part of the solution now. And the die cut sticker is utilized for labels, name tags, ID cards, custom size. Even our standard label flow is also there. Die cut sticker is more like a very personalized sticker, and they can die cut it. The next is a pattern design software.
Very Remember, good this is also responsive to mobile. Remember, this is also responsive to mobile, so customers can do this on their smartphone.
Yeah, very good point, Trent. And everything like whatever we do at OnPrintShop, the back end, front end, everything is mobile responsive. So it's a very good experience. The second, like even the pattern design software, which is more like snap and repeat. So assume that in OnPrintShop, we already have designer studio, but then somebody have to put logos and snap and repeat. It's difficult. So we created this. But in pattern design software, which is available as an add-on, very small fees, and we're also offering trials, but you can offer a lot of other products, tap and repeat banners, wallpapers, gift wraps, textile printing. So I'll just give you a couple of examples here. Like this is a bad shape. And then if I want to personalize this, and I can select maybe whatever size. So this is more like a fabric printing. So if you are doing it a fabric printing or a gift roll, then for example, you put a size. So customer says, okay, what size I want. And then next, I can just put a logo. So I'm just putting, for example, like this logo here. So this is an OnPrintShop, like some award logos together. So now it is showing me, okay, how this would look. So I can do this now. So in my gift paper, this logo will appear. And if I say half drop or a mirror or no repeat, if I say mirror, this would look like this. And at the same time, it is also showing me a preview that if I print this gift paper, this is how it would look on a selected size. So here also it is showing me this is how it looks. Same in the batch sheet also, like people can say, I want a double size quantity. If I go next, select a material, go next. And here we want to put a logo because I don't know who would print a batch sheet with a logo. But instead of that, we can create a pattern. So maybe a very nice image with a mountain. So now I want to create a complete, for example, batch sheet with an effect like half drop. And here you will see like it is building up the preview as well. So this is a bad shape. So very many product application could be there. So this is like a pattern design software. Then this is a very interesting solutions. If you are doing a lot of copies, training material printing, document printing, this will enhance customers' experience to the next level. So a lot of products, documents, projects, booklets, research can be offering this way. Also, our previous booklet is also available where customers are selecting product, selecting options, estimation, and upload a file. But here, I can first start with uploading the file. So here I just uploaded one PDF. When I upload, automatically it counts the page. And here system starts showing me the preview. So this is what I uploaded. This was one like white paper I downloaded online to study from a HubSpot. But here I can say, okay, I want double-sided. So as soon as I select options, it will start showing me that, okay, if I order this print, this is how it would look. Now I can say I want to orientation is like a landscape. So now it will start showing me how this would be printed on a landscape paper. Then I would say like, do I need a binding or do I need a hole punching? So hole punching preview will also start appearing on it, or a stapling, for example. Then I would say tap top staple. So staple icon will appear. Side double step, then it will start showing me side double step. Hole punching will show me, for example, 2-hole punch. So we are showing them a preview right away. Similarly, like this was another example, like for example, binding. So this is a wire or binding. If I say black, it will appear black. If I say white binding, then it will appear white. And we are showing them a preview. Now in the print ready file, you don't need that, but this is like previewing. So this is completely changing the experience of end client who is purchasing. They can exactly see, wow, my area is cutting, so he can optimize it from here. Plus, we have also added a tab. So number of tab is yes. So assume that this is a 45-page document. So I would say number of tab is 3, left face, and apply. Now tab number 1 is after, for example, chapter 1 of before page 4. Then I have a chapter 2 at page maybe 10. Just putting some random things, and then page 20. So now it will start appearing that tabs on that exact specification pages. And then I can also choose the color of the tabs also. There are also other features like selecting a tab and then colors and all that. So this is like a chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. So those tabs will also appear on it. And I can choose the fonts and the color of the tab as well as. So this is a document printing. Now, normally, very like I would say professional companies had this kind of document printing solutions because it's not easy to develop that. So we are also offering this to all the SMB print companies we have. So you can offer like a new products now, custom fabric printing, document printing, as well as label and stickers. So our core focus has been helping print companies to become a one-stop solution. So with OnPrintShop, you can manage all the types of customers. It's not like you have to create multiple processes. If it is online, they go to online website. Even B2C, B2B, small B2B resellers, they have a logins. They can easily order. And we are also supporting major print segments. So another challenge, as I mentioned, every time you add a new print segment, if your solution doesn't support, you have to buy a new platform, or you might have to start developing something. Or like in the past, people used to, maybe when they start a photo book business, the solution available in the market doesn't support photo books. You have to find a new system. So now we have 3 different solutions, all these integrated in the back end, offering multiple products. So OnPrintShop is one of the web to print industry who is supporting the highest print segments, which are 10, including this sticker, labels, and document printing and custom fabric, which we have added. And then we have all the types of customers supported into the same platform. Whether you have a walk-in customers, everything can be integrated. And plus, this complete solution has an API we can connect, and we can even help you achieve the end-to-end automations. We are also connected with a lot of external suppliers. So a lot of things you do in-house, you outsource, then those suppliers can be connected and you become like one-stop solution for customers. And this complete end-to-end workflow along with the third-party integrations can be achieved in order to automate the processes. Because right now, one of the challenges in the industry is like the labor shortage, because it's already a shortage of the labor. It's very difficult to find the skilled people who can work. And then another challenge is operating cost is getting high. So by reducing the number of touch points with an automation, with a technology like OnPrintShop AI, you can reduce the dependency of the key people. So I'm not saying you have to reduce the number of people. You can keep the same people, but now those people are out of your repetitive tasks and they're helping you to grow your customer base. They are helping you to provide better services to your customer base. So that way, for example, the creative people, rather than they do like, for example, a complete boring repetitive task, answering calls, giving estimation, everything can be automated by the system. So I guess, Trent, we are very close to the session, and then we also have one poll which we are releasing, and then I guess we also have some Q&A. So we can start if you look at the Q&A.
Got a couple of questions that have already come in. So like Suzanne asking, can we, the die cut sticker function, can we use that for other types of products like custom shaped business cards? So right now, and thanks Raul for answering these as they come in.
Yeah.
Right now it's for stickers.
Because
but now that the functionality is there, we can start be able to look at moving that into other aspects of especially those that have different routers and things of that nature, that you can do more than, we can look at signage, we can look at business cards, we can look at different types of die cut applications. So yes, Suzanne, it's like step one, let's go with stickers, and then we'll start looking that around.
Even business card has a lot of like elements like name, designation, a lot of other things. So after like showing them a die cut preview, then still you have to allow them to type all that up. So yes, we have to think of a way, as Trent mentioned. Right now it is limited to sticker. That's what we have tried to achieve. But yes, and all of our all the attendees, we really thank you once again. But you can really connect to us, and not even say that okay, you connect to us and you have to buy an OnPrintShop. No, we really want to understand how you guys operate, how you guys do the business, what are your key customers, and we'll showcase like how our other customers are doing it. And then, to be honest, there is no commitment that, okay, if you connect to us or a demo, then you have to purchase. Right now, to be honest, we just want to understand you and then your business. And then if we are a great fit, you can start. I also launched a poll. So we really want to also understand your feedback. So please fill up those details on the screen.
Those polls.
Yeah, so
we appreciate all the feedback. So yes, let us know, let us talk. If you've got a current platform and you're just curious of what the differences are, or you want us to talk about how to help, move you in a different direction, move you forward, how to better utilize, especially our wonderful current customers. If you want to talk about how to better utilize this along the different channels, we'd love to sit and talk with you.
Sure. And to be honest, for every customers would have a detailed question. So that's why we invite you to connect to us in person, so we can understand the use cases, the case or customers you have, and then can provide you the right information. So you can go to onprintshop.com. Everybody knows you can connect to us. If you're already using OnPrintShop, then me, Trent, and our team. You can directly connect to us, and then whatever interesting thing you like. Even like if you're already existing customer and you want to implement a lot of things what I have displayed in version 12.1, first thing you should do is like go to that doc portal, check all the latest releases, not only 12.1. There are a lot of interesting features in version 11, version 12, version 20. Some of the features which I displayed is not even of a 12.1, but I wanted to bring out one notice. So you can go in that. And if you like any of this feature, directly hit live chat from admin, connect to the support team, and they'll enable, because you're already an OnPrintShop customer. And if you're considering to start with an OnPrintShop and if you have questions, then I'm sure you can connect to us via onprintshop.com. Or if you already are connected with any of our sales team, you can directly connect to that specific person. So that's it. I guess you would have liked the presentation. And we're going to be like this year, we're going to be putting a lot of interesting topics, a lot of educational based content, and then we'll come back to you with those topics, and we look forward to having on the webinar.